Let's talk about the news today. I got the email today that Vudu was sold to Fandango.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Fandango
Big news.
being Fandango being a big movie ticketing company, and the state that we are in right now, Fandango really doesn't have anything to sell besides what they're offering on Fandango now, which is their movie streaming service, very much like
Yep.
Vudu. So I guess I could see this as a good play for them to buying Vudu, because I think Walmart was shopping them around for a while, and they have picked it up. They have now picked up Fandango has now picked up Vudu, and I don't know if they're going to be creating original content like Hulu and like HBO Now and all the other stuff like Peacock and everything, but or even like Quibi.
Yeah.
How do you
Quibi is a
feel?
big new one.
That's on next on the topic. What how do you feel about this whole transition? What do you think it's going to affect anything, or you think it's a smart move for
It's a
Fandango?
very smart move. Very smart move on Fandango because they don't have any tickets that they can sell because there's no movie theaters that are open that have tickets to sell. So I get it. Partnering up with Vudu is nice because I could easily see if they don't do this already, which I've never had this happen. I've had something like it happen where they give you incentives to buy the digital format of whatever movie you're going to watch, but it's usually let me put it like this: you go to watch the movie in the theater, and months pass, and then you buy and you pick up the digital copy, or you buy the movie in the at Best Buy or online on Amazon.
Hmm.
There's like this disconnect between when you actually go to see the movie in the theater and when you uh, pick up the physical copy or the digital code, the digital copy. It would be nice to see them Fandango, because there's like a Fandango VIP program. It'd be
Yeah.
nice to see if they could implement that somehow to use that to get some sort of digital assets on Vudu, right? Or like if you have a big library of I don't know, Rocky movies on Vudu, and like a new Rocky film comes out, when movie theaters actually do open, you get a discount on like the latest Rocky flick that's coming out in the theater. That makes sense?
Yeah, that'd be a good
That'd
idea.
be cool,
Yeah.
right? So just like this cross promotion, this cross pollination of deals and just incentives to get you to use both, to get you to want to do it. Because here's the deal: Apple TV is what I use. They have their box, and right now I've got the year of Apple TV for free, which includes a lot of things like Epics and HBO, and all for free for a year. And I'm catching up on all my Bond films from the beginning. Like yesterday, I was watching Doctor No and From Russia with Love. I'll be catching up on the rest of the 22 movies right after this stream. But really what I'm saying is Vudu doesn't actually have their own set-top box, right? They rely on Roku and all these other folks. But this partnership could be great, like I said, because if they can have some sort of cross pollination of deals, services, and features, that'd be great. Again, to bridge the gap once movie theaters finally do open, to bridge the gap between that disconnect that's normally there when you actually go out to the movie theater and watch the movie and then you buy the movie later
Yep.
when it comes out like 4 or 5 months later. Check this out: you go to the movie, you go to Fandango, right? Think about what this would do for the movie theater industry and sales of the physical media or digital media when theaters open up again. You go to movie theaters to go see what's the movie coming out. Oh, No Time to Die, perfect example.
Hmm.
You go see No Time to Die. Order your tickets through Fandango. You get $5 off the digital code when it comes out on home video on demand.
Yeah.
Look at that. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
I'll be all for that.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Plus, they're shooting. If the movie's now releasing instead of in the theaters and just
That's
dropping
the
on.
biggest thing.
Yeah.
I would, yeah.
I don't know if we're ever gonna get anything like massive that comes out. Like say a Black Widow or No Time to Die. But for those smaller like B level movies, not even like B level, like an A minus movie, like say
Yeah.
the Trolls World Tour, which I don't think did very good for pre-sales at the house. But I do
Hmm.
think if something dropped that was big, like a Black Widow, do you think people are gonna wait for the pirated copies, or would you pay the 20, $30 for the rental fee? Like I would pay the 20 or 30 bucks, provided they can give you a good experience, 4K, Atmos, Dolby Vision, HDR.
Um,
Because we didn't get that with was that the Invisible Man? It was just like 4K, but no Atmos. It was just
well, that's what I
5.1.
was saying when we first started speculating about this way back when. It was my whole thing was, are we going to get the full experience, or are we going to get like a slimmed down version? And look what happened.
Hmm.
We got like basically a rust version, like your vanilla Dolby Digital 5.1 or whatever DTS HD Master Audio, but like no Atmos. So that's what I was always getting at in our first discussion about this home video and home cinema on demand in your home. It's like, what do you get, the watered down or the official master? Like what they want you to listen to. Maybe that movie just wasn't it, but it was released in Atmos, right? In a
Yeah,
theater.
yeah, I heard it in
Yeah.
Atmos.
So what's the deal with that, right?
I could
Um,
see kind of like a kaleidoscape type of thing. Like Voodoo and Fandango, they team up and we can download a full copy for like a 2 hour period or like a 2 day period, and then full resolution, full 4K HDR, like I don't know, like a 60 gig file. It might take you a couple hours to download, and that'll cost you $30 for a rental fee for 2 hours. And after that, Mission Impossible style self destructs. You can no longer use it
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
I could see something like that being a good thing.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Bloodshot, I mean, that was buy up. That was you put the money in and you own it.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
the whole thing where you put the same amount of money in and you rent it, again, that's you better have people coming over for that one, because
yeah.
that's a good chunk of change to be only holding for 2 days. Then again, you have 2 days. On the flip side of that coin, you have 2 days in order to invite people over to watch it,
Yeah.
and it is
Hold
the
on.
price of,
You're not
yeah.
you're not inviting anybody right now to watch it.
Oh, I mean, you can't. They, no, they would have to be
Yeah.
screened. Um, they'd have to be screened for COVID. As the president said, goes up the left nostril and takes a right. But aside from that, you better hopefully divide the cost up with someone.
But we'll see though. I mean, I've got a big collection on Vudu. I think you've got a pretty good collection, right? Or on
Not a whole
iTunes?
lot. Most of my stuff is on. So I got a lot of movies anywhere, and then
Yeah.
iTunes.
I think. Did you link your Vudu with Movies Anywhere? Because they kind of cross
I have.
pollinate.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because I picked up some movies. It was like a five for $5. I got
Hmm.
a couple of things. Like I think I got Mud, and a few others.
Are you
But
gonna
one,
Are you gonna go back to the theaters? Like say movie theaters open in 2 weeks.
yeah.
Do you feel yourself flocking back to the movie theaters or any kind of a big venue with a bunch of people
There's
anytime
well
soon?
venue. Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. So I hear that everything is going to be opening up in phases.
Yep.
Um, I'm not sure what phase movie theaters fall under. All I know is that as far as large groups are concerned, the only thing I'm looking forward to are a couple of concerts, one in May and one in July. Actually, on July 4th, the weekend at Mohegan Sun. So it's like I'm trying to make it to that. Hopefully, they don't cancel stuff all the way up until then, and hopefully, concerts are open by that time. As far as movie theaters are concerned, the only thing I'm looking forward to go seeing in the theater is No Time to Die. There's nothing else that I'm really looking forward to. I mean, you might bring up something that I might say, yeah, maybe, but that's really the only thing on my radar right now for until the end of the year, or for the foreseeable future, until Avatar comes out in the next 30 years, whenever that is, when I'm like 60.
So what? So what do you guys? How do you guys feel about this whole Voodoo Fandango merger? Do you think it's gonna affect anything at all? Do you think we're gonna get a better pricing? Do you think we're gonna get discounts on upcoming movie tickets that are gonna hit theaters soon? Do you think we're gonna get IMAX enhanced content on Voodoo now? Because I think Fandango does IMAX enhanced content. How do you guys feel about the merger? Does it affect you? Are you big digital movie users? Are you not? Do you even use Fandango now? I know I don't use Fandango now, but let us know. Leave us a comment down below.